Happy Sunday evening, YouTube folks. I got a final on the Burt Myers Salvino's Modified, and wanted to talk a little bit about it. It's not for the faint of heart, I'll tell you. It's a very difficult build, but I'll kind of share you my experience with this build, and we can kind of, you can kind of figure out that the process, everybody's kind of different, but the first thing I would do if I was building this over again is I would do the inside cage first and not put the roof support in. And then what I would do, there's several pieces back here. They're panel pieces. And there's an inner fender well here and an inner fender well here, left and right. What I would do is I would tape all these panels together and then glue that in, so it basically matches up and all the panel lines match up. This is by far not my best work. You can see it's tilting. There's a lot of issues with it. I'm just happy I got through it. I'm only in my third year of building, and I'm novice at best when it comes to these builds, but there's a lot of challenges when it comes to this build, and the only reason I built it was to take on the challenge. It's a challenging build, and with my experience, it was all learning experience. So I'm not disappointed with the result, but I know that I could do a better job with it. So but it's just box stock. There's no wires, there's no plumbing, there's no nothing to it. But it is complete. I thought actually that these supports back here would be difficult, but they weren't. They weren't that hard at all. I thought that would be difficult, but this is just going to be a shelf queen. This is not anything, that I'm going to take to a show or anything like that. But this was the second piece of my NASCAR group build, and I'm glad it's done. But we're gonna move on, and we're gonna go to the. I think I'm gonna do the go back to the 41 truck and get some headway done on that, and then wait this week for the USAC announcement of what kit Matthew's gonna pick. Watching his videos and watching his build style and those types of things, I'm pretty sure, I don't know why, but I think he's gonna pick the 442, the Oldsmobile 442, and that'll be a fun kit, and I have just the build for that. So on to the next one. We're gonna close the book on this one. This is the build sheet or the instructions. So I'm gonna kind of pull this and put this off to the side, and let's take a look at these build instructions. I just want to point out a couple things on this build instruction. So let's see if we can get this opened up. So they start out with the engine, and the engine's not that difficult. It went together pretty easy. I did see like a post where a guy he glued these into the frame first, this front and back support piece, and then glued the engine in because of everybody's trouble. It's everything on this model's tight, so I'd recommend using as much Tamiya extra thin as you can, because using the super glue, I felt like made the tolerances even worse. But the seat is really cool, but I feel like, this is just me, but I feel like the seat actually is a little out of scale. I feel like it's a little big. But what I was talking about is this inner cage. I would put this together first. This whole inner cage piece. And what I would do is I would put the right side in. I would not put this roof support in. I would put the right side in as well. Everything, make sure everything's sealed up and structurally sound before you paint it. And then I would paint, I would take that and I would actually then take these panels on the back side and I would actually tape those and mock it up, and then get your support right, and then you can put your inner fender wells in and get those lined up correctly, along with this back, these two back panels. See how they go in there, and you wouldn't have any gaps, you wouldn't have any issues. So I do want to build another one, just for the sake of getting better. It's a different style of building, but it's difficult and it's challenging. And if you want a challenge and you want to get better, this is a really good model to work on to do it. So, all right, guys, I'm going to do the 41 next. I'm going to work on it, like I said, and we're going to put this one in the history book, and then we'll move on to the next one. Everybody have a good night. Try to have a good week. We got Labor Day coming up. Everybody enjoy your holiday. This is Terry. I'm out.